Welcome. This is Coach Dorf. We're in section 3.1 and we're looking at some homework examples. In this one, we're supposed to find the equation of lines that are both tangent to a given curve and parallel to a certain line. Let me draw you a picture of this so that it'll help you visualize what's happening here. So here's my axes, my points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the x-axis. And we're going to do a -1, -2, -3 on the y-axis here. And I'm going to use some colors here. So my curve that I'm given, which is y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 3, that's approximately what the y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 3 looks like. I want to draw the curve, the line 3x minus y equals 15. Is I'm trying to find a tangent line on the red curve here that has the same slope as the blue one. So it might look something like this, that green line right there. And I want to find that equation of that one. And there might be another one too. All right, that's what our goal is. Now, to do this one, the first thing we should do is this, we need to figure out what the slope is of this line 3x minus y equals 15. So if I have 3x minus y equals 15, to find its slope, I solve for y. So if I bring over 3x to the right side, in other words, if I subtract 3x from both sides, I get minus y equals -3x plus 15. And I want to get y by itself. So now I'm going to multiply by -1, and I get y equals 3x minus 15. And this tells me the slope of the blue line is 3. All right. Now the slope is important because the derivative of my red curve, the derivative of that equals the slope of the tangent line. So what I want to do is take the derivative of that curve, y equals 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 3, and then set that derivative equal to the slope of the blue line, which is 3, and find out x. And that will tell me where along the x-axis, what values of x, where the red curve will have a slope of tangent 3. So first thing is, what is the derivative of that curve? So we have 3x cubed minus 3, we have x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 3. So then the derivative, y prime, would be 3x squared minus 6x plus 3. And so now we want to take this value and set it equal to this value, so that they have the same slope. So this means we've got 3x squared minus 6x plus 3 equals to 3. I go ahead and subtract 3 from both sides, and I get 3x squared minus 6x equals 0. Now when I've got an equation like this where I've got something on the left-hand side equal to 0, I want to factor that. First thing I do is factor is take out anything in common on the left side. So they both have a 3 and they both have an x. And when I do that, I'm left with x minus 2 in the parentheses, and I have this. So if those equal 0, this implies then that x equals 0 or x equals 2. So those gives me my x values. All right, so that's telling me, if I draw that here in purple, that this point, there's x equals 2, and here is the point x equals 0. That both of those points, the slope of the tangent line at those 2 points will equal 3. Now, what are those points exactly? The point is more than just the x value. So when x is 0, then y equals what? And to figure that out, we use the equation y equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 3. And so we substitute in x equals 0. So y equals 0 cubed minus 3x squared plus 3 times 0 minus 3, and that all equals -3. So we have the point here, that gives us the point 0, -3. All right, and that makes sense. There's that point there, 0, -3. All right, when x equals 2, then what's y? All right, we do the same thing. We put now 2 into that curve for the x value, and we have this. And when I simplify that, all right, I'm going to get 8 minus 12, 6 minus 3, and that's going to equal -1. So that's going to give me the point 2, -1. At that point, and I have that point. And this makes sense. That looks about right. That point there is 2, -1. So then what do I need to do? I've got two answers here. So my problem is to find the equation of the lines. So equation of first line. So then we know that we have a point 0, -3, and the slope is equal to 3. So we use the formula y minus y naught equals the slope times x minus x naught. And I substitute in my values. I have y minus a -3 because the -3 is my y naught value equals the slope times x minus 0. And again, this goes in there, and that's bad color to use. We use this color. That goes in there. So then I can just simplify this. This gives me 1 plus 3 equals 3x, and then 3 times 0 is 0. This, and so now bringing the 3 from the left side over to the right side, I get y equals 3x minus 3. So that's 1. And so that would be the equation. If I were to draw this one, and let's try purple, that's what this line here is going to represent. All right, that's going to be this one. That is y equals 3x minus 3. All right, now we need to find that green one, the green line, equation of the second line. Here we have the point 2, -1, and we have the slope equals 3. We use the same formula before, y minus y naught equals m times x minus x naught. So I have y minus a -1 equals 3 times x minus 2. Simplifying that, I get y plus 1 equals 3x minus 6. And subtracting 1 from both sides, I get 3x minus 7. That gives me my second equation, and that's what this green one is there. That is y equals 3x minus. And because I didn't, how do I know that there's not a third line? Well, when I solved this, I only got 2x values. If I had gotten 3x values, it could be 3 lines, right? That's why but I got 2 values, and I used those 2 values, and I got 2 equations. Hope that helps.